The City of Goose Creek is growing, and City Council member Jerry Tekac is very happy about the future of the city. I sit down one-on-one with Jerry for a special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And be sure to download the free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores. Listen to this interview later on iHeartRadio. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Jerry Tekac, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. Obviously, you are a longtime council member on Goose Creek City Council. I know when I read your biography just recently, it says this: Jerry Tekac was elected to Goose Creek City Council in 2018 after previously serving from 2008 to 2016. What is the biggest difference between 2018 and 2016 in your mind when you think of city government in Goose Creek?
There's a lot more energy going on in the city. Mayor Habib has really got the folks in our city excited about being a part of the city. We are actively out engaging the business community to invest in our community, and it's making a huge difference.
Making a huge difference. And I know what else will make a big difference is the Goose Creek Village.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to, I live right behind it, so I see it every morning and I see it every night, and I love to see activity out there. And the construction is starting to wrap up, and hopefully, it will increase even further over the next several months. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a place where people can shop, enjoy a lot of food variety,
sure.
And as a selfless individual, I can walk there.
Yes.
And I can walk home, so I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it. And you talk about walking. Obviously, Goose Creek wants to revitalize itself, particularly in downtown.
Absolutely. We have walking trails throughout the city, and you drive through Goose Creek every day and you see people walking, riding bikes. It's really one of the strong points that we have for our residents that really want to do that. Whether you're walking, whether you're riding a bike, whether you're jogging, we have almost something for everyone as far as recreation is concerned.
How strong is public transportation in Goose Creek in your mind?
It's non-existent. And that's a problem. You're talking to me here in downtown Charleston. I drive from Goose Creek to downtown Charleston every morning and drive home every afternoon. So I see cars on the road every day. I see the same cars on the road every day. It's a problem, and it's something that we need to really address. Because again, the more cars on the road is the more traffic. And I know a lot of the businesses in the Charleston area are trying to stagger when they come to work, when they leave work, which I think is the right idea. I'm fortunate where I work here. They allow me to do something very similar. I'm in the office at 7:15, 7:30 in the morning to avoid traffic. And I find my way back to the north area sometime early in the afternoon and work out of one of our locations.
How do you address infrastructure 5, 10, 15 years from now when you think of Goose Creek?
Well, we have to be smart. You can't just build to build. We have a plan. We're addressing the plan. We have identified commercial districts, and that's what we're focused on. The residential housing has always been popular in Goose Creek. The fact that the business community now are starting to invest in our community is going to make it so much nicer.
Oh, so much nicer.
And quite frankly, the more business, I believe, will lessen the traffic. Because if you look at it, if I was working in Goose Creek, I wouldn't have to leave so early to work, which would be one less car on the road. I wouldn't have to be driving on the interstate in the afternoon, one less car on the road. So if you can get people that will invest in our community, that can employ people in our community, I think that will lessen it. It will spread the traffic out, which will make it a little easier for us.
What businesses are you looking to attract right now?
If you ask every resident in Goose Creek, you want more restaurants. And we're actively looking to, and engage those restaurant owners to come to our city. We are a highly diverse city. We're highly educated. We're a high earning city. It's a place where if you have the right concept, I think you can do very, very well. We have a lot of new restaurants that have popped up that are doing very well. And I think that is showing the others that want to invest in our community that there is a market for some additional dining. in Goose Creek.
Goose Creek.
Because if you look at it, I mean, I'm selfish. I'm a politician, and I look what it does for our tax revenue base. Every dollar you spend in the city, as far as sales tax, really gets rebated back to our homeowners. 71% of it does. So, in essence, when you buy in our city and spend your money in our city, you're giving yourself a tax break.
Tax break. You talked earlier about concept. What is the concept when it comes to affordable housing in Goose Creek?
Affordable housing is an issue throughout the Low Country. I think you get more bang for your buck in Goose Creek. If you spend, a $200,000 house in Goose Creek is much nicer than a lot of areas along the coast because, again, you can afford that. You can get into that. City Council had discussed, along with Mayor Beebe, trying to find ways to work with Habitat for Humanity and see if we can become a catalyst to start some affordable housing. We've had initial discussions, and we'll continue to have discussions about that. But affordable housing is market-driven, and people will pay where they want to live. I think you get a lot of bang for your buck in Goose Creek, and I think you can make yourself work there.
If you were to go out on the streets of downtown Charleston, what would you tell the average person about the quality of life in Goose Creek right now?
It is outstanding. We have everything you possibly could want. We have extremely efficient and excellent recreation services, which everybody wants. If you look out, we have hiker, biker trails throughout our entire community. We have, again, a great quality of life. It is not overbuilt. It is not a concrete jungle. There are plenty of places to go to do what you want to do outside of work. Again, I like to golf. The city owns a golf course, and it does okay. We have a world-class gymnastics center for those people that are interested in gymnastics. We have tennis courts throughout the city. We have baseball facilities throughout the city. And we're constantly looking at doing more. We currently are in the conceptual phases of master planning two additional parks because that's what our residents want. And our city council is committed to do that.
When you look back at the recent city council meeting to now, what else sticks out in your mind?
Again, I ran back in 2008, and I ran to get elected for city council because I felt economic activity was something the city needed to get to a point where they can self-sustain. I ran for mayor in 2014. Quite frankly, I got beat like a drum. But I brought some issues out to the forefront. Mayor Beebe has really expanded on those issues. And I think the difference between now and then is Mayor Beebe is very open to everybody on council for their own opinion. If you want something on the agenda to discuss, whether he's in favor or he's against, he will put it on the agenda to have a discussion about it because that's what it should happen. I think we all get along on council. Of course, even back in 2008, 2012, I thought we all got along as well. I think we're very diverse on council, and I think that allows for different opinions, different thought processes, and I think it works. So I think the biggest difference between initially and now is the fact we're all engaged and we all have the same common vision for the most part, and I think we're going to get there.
What is that vision in your mind of Goose Creek?
The vision I have for Goose Creek is I want to be able to provide our residents everything they possibly could want in our city, because I don't want spending our tax dollars or disposable income in North Charleston, in Somerville, in Charleston. I think I want our residents to be able to, if they need something, they can buy it in Goose Creek for the most part. That goes with retail, that goes with food and beverage. I want us to be able to be self-sustaining. And I think we're well on our way of being there. Obviously, you love golf. You're a husband. You're a father. You're a businessman and a city council member. Who else is Jerry Tekac? I'm a father. And people talk all the time. Well, what do you want your legacy to be? And the first line of my obituary, I want to be. He was the best father I ever possibly could be. Because the only thing you can say about me, I led a pretty good life. I don't worry about any of the other things. I think as a politician, if you worry about a legacy, I think you're losing sight of what you're supposed to be doing. It's really not about your legacy. It's about, your commitment to the community you serve. But I really concern myself with, am I the best father I could possibly be? If that's all anybody can say, I'm pretty good with that.
That is so great to hear.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry Tekac, thank you so much for your time. And again, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Great to be here. Thanks again.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.